Welcome back to News Geelong as we continue with the pulsating world of Geelong sport and our own flying hawk, Nathan Carey. Good evening, Nathan. Hit us with the latest sports news, cuz.
Thanks very much, Rollo. I'm down here at the Geelong Falcons to get all the latest from them. But before we do that, News Geelong caught up with Bell Park's coach John Fitzgerald after their solid win over St Mary's on Sunday.
And you're smiling, which is very good to see. You'll be pleased with the win, but injuries to Dean Talbot and Jason Graham, how are they?
Toby's knee, I think it's the medial, which is the best one to have. So it might be 4 they're saying now, but we won't know till he gets scanned tomorrow. Jason's got just an ongoing right shoulder problem, which he should be right. I think we might have to miss a week or two, but he'll be okay. He's played with it for 5 years, and he's got a brace that he wears fairly regularly. So we'll get him. He might miss 1 or 2 maybe.
You've been at the helm for 5 years, and during the week you're looking at succession planning and moving on and letting Ben Armstrong and young Sheringham take over the co-reins at the Bell Park Dragons.
Yeah, we've got a plan in place, and the boys will take over next year with Stephen Brown as the development coach, and also Brad Lynch coaching the twos, who's done a fantastic job with the seconds this year. So we reckon we're in pretty good shape. And yeah, 5 years, Rollo, that's long enough. I think it's a long time in our level of footy, and we've been sort of working on it for a couple of years. If we had have won it last year, we probably would have done it even for this year, I think.
And what makes you think this year, 2011, is going to be a better year for Bell Park and taking out the coveted Blood Toyota Cup?
That's a really good question, a great question. I think it's certainly got more depth. I think that we're just with the natural improvement with our playing group, and we've picked up some really handy recruits. I think Paul Waldron and Michael Bright and James Rock have been really good for us. So I think we've got a bit better personnel-wise, and I think also just the group's been together for those 3 or 4 years now, and it's that's definitely in our favour. So we all know how we want to play, and structurally we're playing a lot better, I think, and that's actually showing up in our performances, I think.
Are you peaking at the right time of the season? I know you love playing on Skill Stadium. You know it very well as a coach yourself. Do you believe you're bringing your team to the peak at the right time?
Yeah, I think we are. I think our run's been pretty good, and I just really like our draw this year. We finished with we've got Lara next week out of Lara, which will be tough, and then we've got South Barwon and St Joey's. So we just get a really good lead into finals. Whereas last year we probably didn't have that real edge coming into finals. But we've sort of, you're planning for it the whole year. You got one eye ahead, and we think we've got it pretty right.
Now it's time to get all the latest from the Falcons, and I was lucky enough to catch up with Devon Smith earlier. He describes himself as a cheeky little forward, and he did a pretty good interview as well. What did Greavesy have to say about the loss to Dandenong?
Yeah, look, it's a bit disappointing because we're fighting for that 4th spot to get a double chance in the finals, so it's very disappointing. I think as well as the playing group was obviously disappointed as well. So hopefully we get another crack at them, but they're a good side.
You've got the Eastern Rangers this week. You didn't play them last time round, but Hayden Crozier did kick 4 goals in that encounter. Have you spoken about how you're going to try and stop him?
Yeah, we probably will tonight, but at the moment we haven't really done that. But I'm sure one of the boys would love to get a roll on him and see how they go. But I think they got big John O'Patton as well, so it's quite a dangerous forward line.
Before we let you go, just tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
I know, play up forward. It's probably a cheeky little goal sneak, and return to some form hopefully.
Yes, how do you view your season so far? Has it been one of your better ones, or?
Yeah, no, not really. Ever since hip surgery, come back, been inconsistent. Still playing some alright footy, but not at the standard I'd like to be. So yeah.
Thanks very much for your time, Devon, and good luck to you and your teammates on the weekend. Well, before I leave you all tonight, we'll get all the latest from the Geelong Football Club with their coach, Chris Scott. Now, Chris, is your finals preparation ideal considering the big wins you've had recently and the fact that you do take on Adelaide this weekend?
Yeah, our preparation's still got a fair way to go. A bye round 22 we think is perfect. I think Adelaide will more than test us this week over at Amy. We play Sydney, who are a really hard contested one-on-one finals type side, and then we play the best team in the comp round 24, so we're pretty happy with what our preparation's going to be.
Mick Moldhouse has indicated that he may rest players in round 24. How important is that game against Collingwood?
Oh, we think it's going to be important. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a dud of a game. Might not be as good as the finals in the couple of weeks following that, but we think it's going to be a pretty good game. But having said that, our focus has got to be on the next 3 weeks. You know, we've got important things we need to tick off in our preparation before we get to that point, and certainly our players don't want to be thinking about round 24 at this stage. They've still got a lot of work to do to get us where we need to be for that game, and I'll talk a little bit more about that game in that week.
Finally, Chris, is the club achieving more than your expectations this season?
No, it's really hard. I didn't have any specific expectations of the group. I wasn't really sure how we were going to go back in November, but I don't think anyone at the Geelong Footy Club had any doubt that we were capable of this sort of performance. But it's only round 21 or whatever it is. What we've achieved to this point is we've got ourselves in a position to contend, which was always the objective to this point of the year, but it won't count for anything unless we can get the job done from here.
Thanks very much for your time, Chris, and good luck to you and your boys on the weekend. Well, that's it for me. I'll see you all again on Wednesday, but until then, as always, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you, Nathan. Have a good weekend following your beloved Drysdale and Hawthorn Hawks. You may get one winner. Now to the Geelong and Surf Coast weather for the next 6 days. It's a very good evening to our chic Cherie Mills. Good evening, Cherie. How's this winter weather continuing?
Thank you, Graham. And good evening to all our News Geelong viewers on another winter's evening, as we take a look at the predicted weather conditions over the next 6 days. Starting off the weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, we will see a partly cloudy day with areas of fog and frost in the morning and an expected top of 16. For Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with light winds and a top of 17. To start off the third week of August, Monday will see cloudy conditions continue with isolated showers developing during the day, increasing to areas of rain during the evening with a top of 18. Tuesday is expected to be partly cloudy with isolated showers clearing during the morning with a top of 19. Wednesday will also be cloudy with scattered showers and a top of 17, while Thursday will remain cloudy with isolated showers and a top of 15. Today saw areas of early morning fog clearing to a mostly sunny afternoon with a top temperature of 16. That's the weather outlook for tonight, so continue to rug up and keep warm. Have a pleasant evening and an enjoyable weekend. And it's back to you, Graham.
Thank you, Cherie. You have a safe and pleasant weekend, and we'll see you next Wednesday evening. And thank you for being with us on News Geelong this Friday evening. To one of our many regular viewers, Tricia Kelly. Get well soon and take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, have a pleasant evening, a safe and enjoyable weekend, and a very good night.